$150 stand that I want, then you can have the one here.
So,
I
Like the
want one
mount
of
on the
those, too.
desk.
now, once we get enough Patreon people,
That's gonna be those things are really nice.
I think if anything, we'll get Patreon people from the D&D one. There's been we've only put out 4 episodes. There's been 70 downloads already, and I haven't done anything to advertise it anywhere.
we
Nice.
need to look out on Black Friday. There could be a crazy good deal.
Yeah.
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 Deal of the week.
I wish I could. Hey, that's actually I could do that segment.
I wish I was
Deal
a
of the
little
week.
bit taller. Is that what you're gonna
Wish
say?
I was a baller.
I wish there was a lot of things.
I only
You don't know the rest.
Like 10 words to that song.
That,
I wish I was a little bit taller. I wish I was a baller. I wish I had a girl. If I did, I would call her.
Yeah.
And then like something about a rabbit. I wish I had a rabbit in a hat. Something like that.
Yeah,
I'll
something
look
like
up the lyrics.
Yeah, actually, that's a good idea. And then you could do the whole rap
Balls.
list.
that.
Let me do.
I wish I was a. Baller. Whoa.
Whoa.
Okay, but you're helping me with
People
this.
skills.
Excuse me.
Oops.
Oh, it was just a nightmare.
SunsOutGunsOut.com.
No. What?
This is Help
Did you
Desk
say that
Nightmares.
just now, or was that in it?
This
Oh,
podcast
never
takes a look at the interactions Help Desk and support
Balls!
techs have on a regular basis and the nightmares we encounter.
This is episode 99. We're one away from 100, and that's when we're shutting it down. Just kidding.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cody would say.
Balls.
So this
Very
is episode 99. 100 will be. We're recording this 2 days before Thanksgiving. 100 will be. I don't think anything fun is happening that week, but
Let's make something fun.
yeah, I don't. You come up with something that we're gonna do special, Cody.
We're all gonna have our guns out.
That's going to be
Okay, Suns Out, Guns Out.
3rd.
Fancy. Nope, I gotta stop sharing the screen because I can't do anything else.
That would make
Oh,
it tough. Oh.
making my way downtown. All right. So what did we?
Oh.
What were we gonna say?
I was gonna say that Lori made a point.
My wife.
And told me that when I breathe through my nose, my nostrils flare. That I have very large nostrils, and she's intrigued by them.
She posted a picture of you on her Instagram cuddling your dog.
I was not cuddling. The dog was cuddling me.
Debatable.
Yeah.
Debatable.
I actually noticed the other day I was online on Steam, and your avatar picture. Did you change your avatar picture for Steam?
Nope. It's oh yeah.
Like
well,
you're shouting at someone's head.
yeah.
That
Nope.
was-
That's been like that for a couple years. That was me
Oh, it has?
dyeing Lori's hair. Yeah, and I
Okay.
yelled at her hair.
Oh,
Yeah, she
weird.
was a rocker.
I figured there was some story to that.
I was about 35 pounds lighter too, and that was just 6 weeks ago. So
Yeah,
good time.
that's what the holidays are good for.
Yeah.
I didn't poop.
It's a holiday edition of Chubby People Eating Cheese.
One day.
One day.
The
I
volume was so
disagree.
low on this computer,
It was low. What happened?
so now
Ready
I
for
can
this
hear you guys a lot
trivia?
better. Kamehameha!
Did
Did you ever watch Dragon Ball Z?
Mark, what did you really watch Dragon Ball Z?
Yeah.
I didn't, because I didn't
You
have
didn't watch it?
TV.
Oh,
No,
it was
I
on
didn't have good
regular,
TV.
like, click, turn the little clicker on the TV, channel 66. Click, 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 click.
Sounds like you had one extra channel than I did. You had Rich Kid channel.
Yeah. Flint is known
So-
for its riches.
So Dave, what'd you do this past 2 weeks?
Oh, not too much.
Oh, yeah, it's been 2
what's-
weeks for us.
I
Yeah.
know it's insane. It's like we haven't seen each other.
Sanity. What really sticks out in my mind is the last 24 hours.
Oh, yeah.
Forget the rest of the week. So last night I'm on my way home from work, and unfortunately, long story short, I got into a car accident.
Oh, shit.
Oh gosh.
Everybody's fine. You know, it was a the woman in front of me was there was a long line of cars getting off of an exit that weren't really moving. So when she got up to them, she got up really. She slowed down like at the last second, sort of.
Yeah.
So of course that gave me less time as well. And I looked up and I tried to go around her and I couldn't, and I clipped her bumper, and yeah, it took out my headlight and everything, and so that was fun. Long and the the sucky part was more sucky even than that was it took me 5 hours to get home.
Oh shit.
Well, well, it started with that, and then she had called the police to get the report, and I said that's fine, we'll do that, no big deal, I don't care. But it took him an hour and a half, and then my car didn't seem drivable to me, in my non-mechanic opinion. So called the tow truck. It took them. They said they'd be there in an hour. It was more like a little over 2.
Ooh.
And then driving it back to my mechanic and then getting home. I left work at 4:30 and I got home at 10 o'clock.
Oh Jesus.
Oh my gosh. Did you take today off?
I did, because I didn't have a car. We dropped it at the mechanic, and then this morning it gets better. This morning I get up and I got up early. My kids, getting them off to school and all that. And I said, all right, my mechanic's about 2 miles away from the house. I don't have a car. My wife went to work. I'm going to walk to the mechanic, give him the key, explain why the car's there and all that. So I get there, give him the key, explain it, no problem. I come home, have a little breakfast, or have a little bit more breakfast or whatever, relax for a little bit. And then I said, you know what? I had a crappy night last night. I'm going to go take a nap. So I went to, I think, flip laundry in the basement or something. I went to go downstairs and I heard this lovely splashing sound.
Oh no.
And I realized, hey, I don't have a fountain in my basement, right?
Oh shit.
So I went down there and I looked, and sure enough, the basement's flooded.
Jesus.
So it turns out my pressure release valve on the boiler itself has like a little drain pipe. So when you need to release pressure, you can just open that up and it'll spray out. But it was just spraying out on the floor. God. And I'm like, oh crap. So I'm running around. I start mitigating the damage. I'm getting another bucket under there and doing all this stuff. And turns out there's a little, the release valve that you would lift to release the pressure. If you just bang that around a little bit, it might shake whatever sediment has grown in where the seal is supposed to be.
Yeah.
And when you open it and close it again, it should make the seal better. And that actually worked.
Good.
Thankfully, there was a lot of water. I don't know when it started, but there was water all over the friggin' place. And that was probably around lunch. So I finished getting all the water up with a vacuum and of my pool pump around 5:30. So that was like all day. My back is like broken and I'm exhausted.
Man,
so that was
dedicated though, and you're here.
And I may take tomorrow. I'm not sure, depending on my car situation. We also we have a contract for our boiler with a local company, so I called them and they're going to come tomorrow. So I may have to be here for them anyway. So
yeah,
man.
When it rains, it pours.
Yeah, it's exactly what my friend Roy said.
Yep.
Roy.
That's how it always happens.
Roy Moore.
He's a smart man. Yes.
The senator, was he senator? Governor of Alabama? Judge.
Okay.
Judge.
Roy Moore?
That's very specific.
Roy Moore, who the people of Alabama almost elected anyway, even though he definitely inappropriately assaulted young women who are underage.
Ooh. Damn.
I don't think it's that Roy Moore. It's not that Roy Moore.
No, probably is not.
No, not the same one.
Like, yeah. Dave's gonna ask him next time.
Yeah, he's weird.
Have you assaulted young women? Actually, as a matter of fact.
You know what? Yeah. Why? You want to try it?
Cody, what did you do?
Gosh.
No, I'm okay, man.
That's what a good criminal friend does. Do you want to try it?
Yeah.
Friend right there.
Cody, what did you do? Did you do anything like that, like Dave?
I was gonna ask you. I wasn't prepared. I was too into Dave's story.
Oh, yeah, good story.
So, Mark, what did you do? Did you see Frozen 2?
No, I did a lot of editing. I do a lot of editing every week now. So editing this show, even though we didn't record last week, still had to edit an episode that went up because we were a couple weeks ahead. We're still a week ahead now. I replaced everything inside of the upstairs toilet tank because it was some weird. It didn't have a flapper it was like some kind of metal. It was the metal lever, and on some weird, different kind of non-flapper. Like there's a long cylinder and then a little round part at the bottom that like the whole cylinder lifts up and then goes down, and that's how that
I've
whatever.
seen those.
Yeah. So I just didn't want to mess with that. I just took that completely off. I took the tank off, took that out, and replaced it with a flapper like I wanted it to have. So I did that, and that was pretty successful. No leaks or anything now. I installed a dishwasher at the office today. So that
Yes, you
felt
did.
pretty good.
Installed speakers yesterday.
Yeah, I installed speakers on Saturday throughout in the ceiling. Those ones are easy because they're just, I don't know what brand they are because I didn't have to buy it. I bought like 4 that we needed at the other building, but they just have long metal. They're not really bolts, but like skinny bolts, I guess, for lack of a better word, that push through the drop ceiling tile. You've got little, not, I guess, washers, plastic washers that hold it in place up there, and then you just wire the low voltage. It's all shielded and stuff up there. So that was easy. It just was a lot of them to have to do throughout the place. And then today, through the end of the week and the weekend, I'm replacing the rest of the floor in my condo. It's only about 200 square feet, but I found out today when I went to measure and make sure I had all of the boxes that I need, I'm 4 boxes short. So I'm still going to rip up the tile and the cement board and get it down to a level that I can deal with, lay down what I have because we're just laying down vinyl plank. And then next Wednesday, the rest of it will arrive. So next weekend, I can finish it up.
So you're obviously not hosting Thanksgiving at your place.
No, we're doing it at all the parents' places. So
Ooh,
it'll be
nice.
fine.
Oh, do you have to do that thing where you go to one dinner for half the day and then another dinner the other half?
No, multiple days, which is way
Okay,
better.
good.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't handle the going to 2 different places on Thanksgiving. It's too much stress on me.
We're going to my brother and sister-in-law's place. They built like a family vacation home.
Oh, fancy.
They've been working on it over this past year. So they invited us there. It's in like the Poconos area.
I don't know where that is.
It's sort of like a resorty vacation-y type places. Like they got those like water parks there and ski mountains there for all times of the year. It's pretty cool. We've been to the area before, and it's really nice. So it should be pretty cool there. We're gonna probably stay there for I think 2 days.
Nice.
That'll be exciting.
Thursday night and Friday night. Yeah.
Yeah.
Go
Yeah.
home Saturday.
I'm not doing anything on Thanksgiving. I'm staying in my house.
Nice.
You're not going to
Preparing
the
for Black
parents?
No.
Oh.
My brother has Thanksgiving and Black Friday off for the first time in like 9 years. So
Because he got
he's going
fired.
to the in-laws.
Oh.
So yeah, me and Lori are just gonna plan on like eating some pizza and watching some Disney Plus.
That sounds awesome.
Balls.
Have you been watching The Mandalorian by any chance?
So here's the thing about me. I'm pretty nerdy, but I don't know anything about Star Wars.
Oh, okay.
So I just know that there's a cute little baby creature.
Oh yeah.
But that's
Baby
I don't
Yoda.
wanna- I don't want to spoil
Spoiler.
it. That's fine.
Anybody who's on the internet has seen that already.
Yeah.
It's memes
Yeah,
everywhere.
It just looks so cute. No,
It's
we
adorable.
watch Disney original TV shows from the 90s.
Okay.
Oh,
Ones that you would never know of. So
Probably
Even
not.
Stevens. What was that on?
no, we're
ABC.
watching So Weird right now.
Oh, I've heard of that.
Yeah, little kid show.
But I grew up in
I
the
beat
90s. So.
a couple video games this weekend because we had nothing to do, and I've been playing a lot of Pokemon. Gonna catch them all, you know.
That's a weird name. Cool.
Story of my life, catch them all.
So we can shout out our patrons, who does not include Cody K or Fate Cayman. But we do have.
I don't think it's fair to do anti-patrons, Mark.
Yeah, so no thank you to Cody K. We have AJ Y, Diana Y, Mr. Hanakna still hanging in there. And we can say J because, one of our few patrons that are hanging in there.
Did we have anyone else back out?
No, just you.
Oh, just me.
Not yet. If we keep doing the D&D, I'm sure that we could get people to give us money for that. People love to pay for D&D for some reason.
Oh, they love it.
I know, it's amazing.
I love it. I don't want to pay for it, but I do love it.
I just want to play it and listen to it.
Just not
It's a
ours.
lot of fun.
Yeah.
I said something about the the tiny little thing that I mailed everybody on that from that podcast. There's 5 other people. Well, I didn't mail it to Cody because I saw him today, and I didn't mail it to AJ because he lives in my house. But the other people, I was like, "What's your mailing address?" And sometimes I'll just give out, my work one or something, but it doesn't matter. So everybody, Hanakna, Dave, and Jason gave me theirs. So you'll get something in the mail.
Jason Derulo. Has he played D&D before?
I'm not sure. I think so. I've got to read up more of the Dungeon Master's handbook and read some more stuff about what I should know to do this.
Yeah, he knows his stuff.
Because we're going to ramp up a little bit. I think we'll get you guys leveled up to level 4, and then we'll do a couple of weeks at that level, or maybe up to 5 and do a couple of weeks at that level. I mapped out the experiences I want you guys to have as we go along, because level 20 is maxed out, so we'll end that campaign at that point after a session or two at that.
Which will essentially be 20 sessions.
Essentially, about thereabouts.
Mark
if we jump to 4 or 5.
Yeah.
Mark sent out a message to everyone being like, "Hey, so do you want anything special for the character? What kind of things do you want?" And I sincerely said, like, "Oh, I want to turn into a robot." But then he started comparing me to a sex robot from another podcast, and that dream has been shot down.
Beefcake or beef loaf, depending on who you ask. Cody's not caught up on Drunken Arcanauts.
No, I'm not. You said that they were going to stop, so I stopped listening.
They were going to stop what?
They were going to take a break.
Oh, no. They've recorded a bunch of them, so they have to stop recording, but they're still releasing episodes every week.
Oh, well, too bad I'm not a patron. Sucks to suck.
Balls!
Yep. So here, now, we will do our...
Ready to brew
trivia question.
Okay, Mark, you're going to go first this time.
Ooh.
Fancy.
What game has Valve announced? Don't you balls me.
Has who announced?
You start with -1 points now. What game has Valve announced after a 12-year hiatus, only to be received by huge backlash for being a VR-only game?
Dave must know. I'm going to guess... I don't know anything about games.
It's okay.
Crash Bandicoot.
Dave, do you want to guess it?
Yeah, it's Half-Life Alyx.
That is correct.
I've never heard those words in my life put together.
I really shouldn't have given you this one. That was my bad. You should have had the second clue.
It's a character from Half-Life 2 that you meet in the game, and now you're playing as that character, but it's all in VR. My kids are dying to get it.
Yeah, well, it's going to force everyone to buy VR headsets and stuff, and that's why Valve's doing it. Number 2, what large tech developer had a failed launch of its Stadia gaming platform?
Google.
Good job. Look at you. You know video games.
I knew that they were releasing one and that they were like, there's only going to be 12 games. And the night before, they're like, 20 games. And then it was like,
Yep, that's exactly what happened. Like, it even made those noises. This one you should be able to get because I know you play this game. What popular board game has released an augmented reality version that allows you to build settlements in the real world?
Ew, Settlers of Catan? I don't want to play anything but a board game.
Look at you go.
That's right.
Correct. Number 4. What online retailer has released plans for a smart shelf that will automatically reorder off supplies for your business?
I don't know. Amazon?
Good job. It is Amazon.
That's
I'm
right.
heavily considering it. I think that's great. Number 5.
Ooh, 5.
Your last one. What ride-sharing business has lost its London license after regulators cite a pattern of failures?
Failures?
Yeah. So
I'm just going to guess Uber. Every time you say rideshare, I'm going to guess Uber.
That's a very good guess because you got it right.
That's right.
Could have been Lyft.
Balls.
You got 4 balls today. Are you ready, Dave?
I'm ready to brew.
Ready to brew.
Exactly.
What foul-mouthed anti-hero celebrity has now become a significant owner of Mint Mobile? Focus on the anti-hero. Marvel.
Yeah, I was going to say Ryan Reynolds.
Hey, there you go. 1 ball for
That's
you.
right.
That's
Number 2. What vehicle? This is an easy one. What vehicle manufacturer revealed its much anticipated Cybertruck and already has over 200,000 pre-orders?
That's right.
Tesla. Good job. Mark, did you put your Tesla Cybertruck pre-order in yet?
I can't afford it, but I think that while it looks real weird and dumb, it could be cool.
I agree. I think it looks awful, but I'm like, man, I kind of want one.
Because
When
there's
I
not
first saw it-
machinery that can bend it, because it's just all super strong steel, so they have to make it look weird like that. It has to be have all those right angles.
Yeah, when I first saw it, I thought, oh God, why are they going so drastically, like Blade Runner or whatever? But it slowly kind of grew. I mean, I don't really love it,
Yeah.
but I am excited. I would be excited to see one on the road.
Cybertruck
I'm
2 will be better, I'm sure.
Yeah, well, I'm
Yeah.
excited for like the matte black version as well, which is supposed to be super cool. And then apparently at the live performance, I didn't watch it. Yeah, they threw the ball at the window because it's supposed to be like bulletproof glass and it shattered.
I heard
great.
that.
It didn't go
Oh.
through, but it cracked it, and then the door with the sledgehammer didn't even dent it.
Nice.
Yeah, it's insanely strong.
Insane.
It's going to be a really cool vehicle, and I think a lot of people, them trying to get into that market is incredibly courageous of them. Number 3, what new streaming service introduced a continue watching section after launching without the vital feature?
Disney Plus.
You are correct. That is
That's right.
so. We got Disney Plus over the weekend, and that
Yeah.
was the first thing we noticed. We would watch something and then pause it, go change the TV to something else, go back to it, and it wouldn't show you what you most recently watched.
That's
So
weird.
you had to search it.
That's where
But they
Cody's
figured it
spending
out.
all his Patreon money.
Number 4, what CPU manufacturer has announced plans for a 64-core Threadripper?
Ooh.
CPU. I was thinking. My first thought was like a GPU manufacturer, but I guess I'll just say Intel.
You had a
Or is it
50-50 chance it was
AMD?
AMD.
No.
All right.
AMD was my guess.
Okay, so this last one to tie it up. Baby Yoda?
Balls.
That was it. I actually didn't have a 10th question. I didn't
Oh.
plan this out.
Oh,
Sorry.
cool. So I win by
So
default.
Dave doesn't get an opportunity to win.
I can't tie anything.
It's okay. Next time I'll give Mark one last question.
Balls.
Yeah.
I
I
don't-
counted wrong.
Cody doesn't know how to count.
It's a typical thing. Mark's
balls.
favorite
So
thing in
naughty.
the world, and I think it's the only reason he continues working with me in the office is when I mistype things. Because I type okay, but when Mark's looking over my shoulder, oh boy, I can try to write my name out, and I'll just type like Rumpelstiltskin, and it's just insane how
Cody-
his intimidation affects me.
Cody was working on somebody's computer and he was trying to go to the temp folder and he did %, Gemp, %. It's like, Gemp isn't anything, Cody.
No, yeah. Well, the funny part about that was that Mark was remoted into the PC watching me do it, and he wasn't even like next to me, and I could hear him laughing from his office. And I did
You
it.
could feel it through the wall.
It's like
In, like-
15 feet away. It's not.
But no
Not
one knows
far.
what's going on, and all you hear after that is me saying, "Stop making fun of me, Mark." And I'm sure everyone in the office thinks we're insane.
Probably. So this week we're
Yeah,
just
but-
going to talk about Black Friday and Thanksgiving.
What? You know,
It's supposed to
15
be good
people every
deals.
year.
In theory,
Yeah.
for Black Friday.
I mean, it's like every year. It's if you want a TV, it's going to be great. If you want a PlayStation 4, it's going to be great. If you want an Xbox, it's going to be great.
Maybe.
Everything else, it's gonna. I mean, I got a Steam controller for $5 on Steam, and I got a game called Dixit. I think it's called Dixit.
Hmm.
It was on sale on Amazon for $10. I was like, might as well try this board game out.
Do you know
Oh, it's a
about?
board game.
It's a board
I
game.
said, oh, it's a board game.
Yeah, I
Oh,
don't know
okay.
much about it.
Cool.
I'm more of around Black Friday. I've learned you got to just buy without thinking.
Yeah.
You can always return later.
Yeah. Do you know about the origins of Black Friday?
No.
The very first reported use of the term Black Friday didn't occur during a holiday season, nor for holiday shopping. It was applied to the crash of the U.S. gold market, September 24th, 1869. Two Wall Street financiers partnered together to purchase as much gold in the U.S. as possible. They hope this would cause the price of gold to skyrocket, enabling them to make an enormous profit. However, the opposite happened. The conspiracy was unveiled, the stock market collapsed and bankrupted countless individuals. The Black Friday that most consumers are aware of didn't come to be until decades later. 50s and 60s, Philadelphia police used it to describe the chaos on the city streets the day after Thanksgiving. Obviously, yes, the term black refers to the profit of retailers. A commonly repeated story around the shopping day stated that retailers would spend the entire year in the red, meaning they were losing money, and they would move into the black after Black Friday. It's not necessarily true. As Black Friday has grown in popularity, retailers have begun extending their hours to Thanksgiving evening or 2 weeks before. Let's see.
I think
Yeah,
like
it's crazy.
Kohl's, because Laura used to work at Kohl's. She did for quite some time. And from, I think it's like Black Friday to the middle of December or Christmas, Kohl's becomes 24 hours. Or they're required to work 24 hours or something. It's
Yeah.
insane.
Jeez.
Customers completed 8 million online transactions Black Friday 2018 and 13.7 on Thanksgiving Day.
It's so much. I don't leave the house really on Black Friday. Instead, you just go online and you can typically get away with everything you need to.
Exactly. Yeah.
How
You
much?
get to some things where they're in store only. You know, and then it's like, all right, well, I guess I'm not buying that thing.
How much do you think businesses made in 2018 on Black Friday in the U.S.? Well, Black Friday and Thanksgiving.
Well, this is a loaded question because I have no idea how much they make in general. So
In online sales, businesses made this number in online sales. We'll say it's billions on Black Friday, Thanksgiving Day, and Friday.
Well, I'm glad you said that because I was going to say 100 million.
No.
I was gonna say like 5 billion.
I'm going to say 2.5 billion.
No.
$9.9 billion in online sales.
Jesus.
Each
And
shopper spent
9.8 of that came from Amazon.
Each shopper spent an average of $300. Amazon was the most popular, took 56.8% of transactions in 2018. 89 million people shopped online and in stores in 2018.
So what Amazon's really good at around Black Friday is that most of the retailers are small enough to where they can't match Black Friday deals. But Amazon, once the Black Friday deals are announced and it's rolling everywhere, they're like, hey, listen, instead of going to the store, we'll give you free 2-day shipping and we'll give you like 5% off additionally from what the other retailers are offering. So just buy from us. And that's what we end up doing. And I mean, it makes it so Best Buy doesn't do so hot. But I remember when I was younger, I would because I was super nerdy and wanted like DVDs at 95% off or something when I was a kid, we used to go to Best Buy and to different stores and wait in line for 6-7 hours. We'd never get the doorbuster deals, but
Yeah.
I would get my CDs every year.
Okay, so between Black Friday, Thanksgiving Day, and Cyber Monday, which I'll say more about in a second, which do you think is the biggest day, the biggest single day of that weekend?
For online shopping?
Yeah.
Black Friday, I'd assume.
I would assume Black Friday because Cyber Monday's a little newer. So
In 2018, Cyber Monday was the biggest
wow,
single
Really?
day.
I don't think I've ever purchased anything on Cyber Monday.
Yeah.
I probably have.
Super weird. They had a 28% increase in online sales. And how do you know the first official Cyber Monday, what year that was? Because it's not been around very long.
No,
It hasn't been cyber for very long either.
I would say, is it like early 2000s, like 2002 or so?
Cody,
I guess.
what's your guess?
I have no idea.
2005. So yeah, you were in the ballpark.
Huh.
Yeah.
Good job.
That's all I have.
Yeah. Is there anything you're looking to buy this Black Friday?
Not me.
Well, my kids do want to get the Half-Life Alyx, so we are looking at VR systems.
Oh boy.
So that's perfect for Black Friday, Cyber Monday, I guess, to look for those things.
Yeah.
I already taught my oldest how to set up a Slick Deal alert so he can like watch for it.
Hey.
Yeah,
Good.
Cody loves slick
That's it.
deals.
I love
I'm
Slick
actually on it right now.
Deals. And there's another, have you ever heard of Tech Bargains?
I have not.
That's another one just like Slick Deals. TechBargains.com. It's very good.
Slick.
Sponsored by Tech Bug.
Yeah, right.
Balls.
Now you got to make breaking balls.
Yeah.
Take a little more work, but it'll be worth it.
Oh, totally worth it.
Well, though. Yeah, so that's fun. I remember when I was growing up, I was a teenager, don't remember how old. There was one time that I went Black Friday shopping with my parents, and I was supposed to get something. I don't remember what it was, some TV or some other kind of tech thing. But there were too many people, and I couldn't get it. So I tried to go get something else that was on our list, and we just didn't get the TV that time.
Yeah, it's so overwhelming too. I remember when
I hated it.
Worst one we went to was at a Walmart. Walmart was 24 hours, and they didn't do the lineup outside the store. They did the line inside the store, and they would wrap everything up. And then once everything was available, they'd open it up. And all we wanted was a flipping blender. So we're standing right next to the blender thing. They open it up, and all of these people push us down, push us over to get a $5 blender. Like it was maybe $15 full price. And at that point, I said no. Yeah. I think it's disgusting that you see those videos of like people ripping into each other and punching each other, and it's like, oh, those are the people that shouldn't be on this planet any longer.
No.
Sometimes they start, like the stores will start doing, like they'll hand you some kind of card or some kind of thing like this.
Yes,
this is how many we have, and this is how many people can have it. But then if you've been waiting there since 2 a.m. or the night before, that would be irritating.
Walmart did a good job maybe about 3 or 4 years ago or so where they did that, but they also did, hey, even if we don't have the product that you want for the doorbuster, you can order it and we'll have it to you by Christmas, which was really cool. So everyone in the store got the same doorbuster deal. It was like a $99 40-inch TV or something.
I might as well make more money.
Yeah.
Exactly. The most of the time on those TV deals, they're specially made. Oh, I thought my computer died. It does that sometimes. Nope. I think it may be. What is happening?
Virus.
Using the Skype audio this time, Cody?
No. I think my computer's about to crash.
Uh-oh.
Whoa.
Okay, but anyways, yeah. So there's. Let me.
Let's see if
close.
he freezes.
Close. No, I'm not gonna freeze.
You have
I'm
too many
closing
tabs
everything.
open.
I had iTunes open. Maybe that's why.
Oh,
Yeah.
hell.
Oh gosh. I don't even remember what I was talking about. I was too afraid my computer was gonna die.
I think you were talking about Black Friday, but I don't remember what.
Who could say?
It's gone.
One.
It's unclear.
Breaking news.
Breaking news.
Breaking news.
Here's our real This Week in Hobdus History questions. November 19th, I pulled this last week, of this year, Amazon introduced their Kindle ebook reader. Where other companies had released ebook readers in previous years with limited success, the Kindle's integration with Amazon's industry-leading book distribution system helped catapult the e-reader into the mainstream consciousness. The Kindle sold out within 5 hours of its debut. In what year?
I will take this one first. I'm gonna say 2005.
No.
Because I'm thinking like the white paper Kindles. Like
Yeah,
not,
the really early ones.
yeah. I was
Hmm.
thinking about like the moms in the neighborhood who would be like, "Oh, look at I can read a book now on my device."
I'm gonna say. Someone.
Oh no!
It doesn't say the year on there.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Scared me.
I would
It's that
say
one.
2005. Oh no, 4.
I was gonna
Say exactly the year Cody said.
No.
The correct answer is 2007.
I get to win something for once.
You sure do,
Do we
Cody.
know? Do we know if the next one?
Balls. Breaking news.
Balls.
Breaking news.
Breaking balls.
Breaking
Let me
balls.
make sure. I
Okay,
might have said
we're good.
hold on.
No, it's good. I checked it.
What do you mean? You checked it?
You just scrolled down and I saw.
The year?
It's not. No, the year's not on there.
It is underneath.
Oh, I
Hold
didn't
on.
see it. I promise.
Okay. Now I can share it. It definitely showed it underneath.
Whoopsie.
Bum, 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 bum. November 18th of what year Bell Telephone offers the first electronic push-button telephones to customers in Carnegie and Greensburg, Pennsylvania. Dual-tone multi-frequency DTMF technology, touch-tone, was also introduced on the same day in order to accommodate the new push-button telephones. What year was this?
I will go first.
I'm gonna stop sharing because I don't remember what the year is.
Yeah. I would say 1961. Somewhere in
I'm
there.
gonna say 1957. 8.
The correct answer is 1963.
Ooh.
Oh.
Oh.
So close, yet such a nerd.
Such a nerd.
Man,
Nice.
I was so excited. I thought I had it.
You
I think
thought
it was
really
the
had no
wrong.
60s.
idea.
I think it's 60s, and I just wanted to go low in the 60s just to
Yeah.
cover my.
That's weird. Most people wanted to get high in the 60s. Oh, got him.
Oh.
Bum, bum, bum,
Bum, bum, bum, bum. Yahoo Answers user Gonzo asks, can you put a USB drive in your PS4 and play movies from it?
I don't know. That's a good question. I don't have a PlayStation 4. Can you, Dave?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't have one either. My kids, a friend of ours loaned one to us for a couple of weeks, but I didn't have it long enough to do that. So I'm not really sure. I'm pretty sure with Xbox you can. You may have to like kind of.
I feel like
Mess
you know
with it.
what? You definitely can. You just have to download an app like Plex or some kind of media player.
Probably.
Because
Oh,
I
that could
see
be.
that as a Yes, you can.
I think so. Yeah.
So your answer is yes.
Yes.
Mhm.
Certainly.
More headphones. So the next time we do D&D, AJ can pick which pair he wants to use.
Nice.
Those shitty ones
Yeah,
that
poor
bleed all
guy,
the audio
yeah.
or what? Yahoo Answers user Sassy asks, how do you know if someone has their iPhone on airplane mode? I sent my boyfriend some texts while he's at work and he didn't answer back when he was on his coffee break. I know that he puts his iPhone on airplane mode when his battery gets too low.
Try calling it.
Does it tell you though if you're calling it and it?
No, but if the phone's on airplane mode or
It might go straight to
it-
voicemail? Is
Yeah,
that what you
it
think?
should go straight to voicemail.
Okay.
That would be my recommendation. I don't know how else you would do it. Buy an iPhone, like Mark did, and you can get read receipts.
Yeah, it might just say delivered. It shouldn't say that, but she might have it and
Yeah.
it says delivered.
If it's in airplane mode, will the text still go through?
It might deliver,
No,
but it
Okay.
won't say read
Okay.
because it
Mm.
like iMessage holds it in its whatever on its servers.
yeah, I my phone. It's time for a new phone. That's a Black Friday purchase I'm going to try to make. Has not been receiving text for the past 24 hours. And it just so happened to be right at the onset of a big group message. So once I restarted my phone, I got about 80 text messages.
Oh shit!
I got a couple from Mark. Mark, I thought you were ignoring me yesterday. I got a couple from the HVAC tech that we were working with in the office.
Whoops.
From my landlord. Like everyone wanted to reach out to me at the moment that I couldn't receive texts.
You
I just
they were
thought I
all
was
in airplane mode.
Yeah. I'm like, man, everyone's ignoring me. I really thought they were.
Knockna says he's missing the stream. Feel free to roast him.
Oh, we're gonna roast him. We're gonna roast his conky
Balls!
whatever. No, we're not gonna roast his conky balls, Mark. Wow.
Is that your new name in D&D now?
Conky balls. We should have you guys roll new characters soon.
You really. It's.
I mean,
Can't you
because
do
I might
Party
kill
White
them in the next session.
I'm not gonna let you kill me. I'm gonna stay there.
I may not
But
be
I'm
able
gonna
to.
go through a transformation.
Yahoo Answers user Eugene Lynch asks, I have AT&T Uverse. My TV uses component video to show cable TV. I use HD channels, and it looks like the TV is in HD. Should I use HDMI?
Yeah.
I would say so.
Component. I feel like Component does like up to what is it, 480p or maybe 720p.
Can it do 720? It might be able to. I'm not sure.
Digital component videos
why
make
it
use
just
of single
sounds so low.
cables, transmitting digital color space values, allowing higher resolutions such as 480, 576, 570,
Oh wow.
P and I, 720, 1080i, and 1080p.
Interesting. Well, I guess
Wow.
in that instance, I guess you're good, but I'd really it's so much easier just to use HDMI.
One cable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Versus multiple cables. I mean, a little
Plus,
neater.
if you ever get into like the 4K streaming, then it will be you'll already be ready. So
Yeah.
We're
Do
good to
it.
go. HDMI is better. You can use it, but just go HDMI. It's easier, especially if you already have one. Yahoo Answers user Justin asks, how long do gaming PCs last on average?
From my experience, about 3 to 4 years is when you need to upgrade them.
Yeah, it depends on how cutting edge you want to be with everything, and if you're
Correct.
putting everything on ultimate settings or mine usually lasts me around 5. I go a little beyond, and I also can very much tolerate lower quality, like to lower the res and stuff.
Yeah.
I have no problem with that. It's just like playing, the games I like to play. I don't necessarily play them for the, cranked up graphics necessarily.
Right.
So,
well,
but
and
yeah,
like
3 to 4 sounds fair.
yeah, the PC that I have, I am looking to buy a new video card or graphics card for to upgrade it essentially. And I mean, I've owned it for about 3 years, and I just feel like it's time to upgrade the graphics card. But it's not going to cost me as much as the PC itself did.
Yeah,
So
upgrading
the nice
everything.
thing about desktops is like I can, it has a 3-year-old processor, which will be good for probably 8 or 9 years. But the other stuff inside there that I want to upgrade, I'm going to be able to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As opposed to having like a laptop or something that it's real hard to upgrade anything.
Yeah.
Or
Somewhat,
a console.
I think Alienware just announced that they're doing like upgradable modular, GPU upgrades. But Mark, our laptops, the Lenovo that we had, that was supposed to be the same technology, and then they gave up after a year.
Yeah, I don't use that for anything but podcast editing and recording.
Mm-hmm.
I just traded it for a Switch. Mine away. For a
Ooh,
Switch. Yeah, so I have 2 Switches.
nice. Play Pokemon on them?
Pokemon on one, and then I got another copy of Super Smash Bros. So if you want to play Super Smash, Mark, or if AJ does, I bet AJ will play Super Smash with me.
Don't. Yahoo Answers user Valerie asks, I updated my password. Now neither Outlook on my laptop or my phone will accept the new password.
Oh my gosh, it is the bane of any IT support tech's
Yeah.
life is, hey, it told me to update my password. I updated my password and it's not accepting it. Or I'm putting in the password I've always put in and it's not accepting it.
Yeah.
And then they lock themselves out. And I feel so bad because they sincerely believe that something changed internally. Like something is messing it up.
Yeah.
It gets me.
I've
It's
only
usually
Go ahead.
sometimes after people change their passwords, I find like they have their caps lock on or their num lock on, and they use the side numbers, the little the keypad on the side for their number, like it's whatever, and then 1971 or the kid's birthday or something like that, and they're not typing. I've seen it, like when they don't have num lock on, they reach over and they hit it and it's not moving. I'm like, oh, your num lock's not on. That's why.
Yeah.
I've seen that, and then more recently I've seen where like the username was wrong, like by one letter or something that they just forgot and just mistyped it. But one of the craziest things I think I've ever seen is when someone was typing out their password, instead of using the shift key, they were using the caps lock key.
Oh, yeah.
So then what they would do is like say it was password with a capital P and a capital W. They do caps lock, P, caps lock, ASS, caps lock, W, caps lock, ORD.
Yeah.
That would drive me nuts.
They
to
would,
watch.
they would type quickly too. I mean, obviously not as quick as
You
they
get
could,
used to it, I guess, but that's not
Yeah.
right. That's
Well,
not what
it's like
caps
my
lock is
hand
for.
placement. Yeah, I guarantee my hand placement is not right for.
Mine isn't either. My
It's
hand, not at all. Not at all. Like
Mine's
I do
perfect.
like just like certain fingers, and I don't use
Yeah.
others. For anything. It's weird.
Exactly. Yep.
It's really strange. I don't.
I've never been in an enterprise situation where we had our own Exchange server. We've always had hosted Exchange. Before we went to Office 365, we were using Gmail's business suite, and then we switched to the hosted Exchange. So that has always taken some time. Like, wait between 2 to 15 minutes for your password to update and propagate all across Microsoft servers, and then you can use your password. But it's such a pain in the ass to deal with that. Every time anybody has to do it, it's never immediate. You can log into the web portal, you can do OWA, but then you can't do it on your apps. It just doesn't work that way for some reason. You have to wait some unknown length of time, and then it will work eventually.
Mark
just
and I
gotta
learned
wait.
our lesson so we have like a separation procedure for the technical stuff, the same way I'm sure your business does, where if someone gets separated, you got to lock down certain things. Well, early on, all we were doing was changing the password, and it was giving people an opportunity for like a couple hours after we changed the password to still send from their mobile devices. Now there's like ways to actually shut down the account immediately and just do a full complete block. But I remember my heart sank seeing that like someone ended up sending an email out after being separated when I had already reset their password, and I'm like, no, what did I do? And it turned out that I didn't deauthorize the mobile device.
Yeah. So either we deauthorize the devices. Not everybody puts it on their phone, because I don't have it on my business email isn't on my phone anymore. But you can either authorize them or just shut down the account entirely and make it a shared inbox. They can't get to it then.
Nope.
Yahoo Answers user Roy Moore asks, what does Wi-Fi stand for?
Well, it's not wireless fidelity.
Correct.
Gosh, darn it.
Which is what a lot of people think. I actually
do.
forgot what it was, but a long time ago when I looked it up, I'm like, it's got to be wireless fidelity. I looked it up and it wasn't, and I thought I remembered it, and I do not remember what it stands for.
It's not. It really doesn't stand for anything. They just they made it up because hi-fi for high fidelity existed, so they just thought it sounded good. It literally just represents the band. The standard. It doesn't actually stand for anything, which is weird.
Yeah.
But there's even been some like tech magazines or tech online that's like wireless fidelity. It doesn't stand for that. It can if it's just like what everybody thinks.
I mean, if that's what you want to call it, that's fine.
But it did not stand for that when they created it. Yeah. They did create it in the vein of hi-fi for high fidelity, but it did not stand for that.
Yeah.
Fun. Yahoo Answers user Kit asks, how do you fix a cursor that is not moving during gameplay? I just got Minecraft on my new laptop. When I move around, the cursor won't move. When I stop moving, the cursor's able to move.
What?
It
sounds like you have
mouse pointer.
Probably, yeah.
So
like maybe when he's in like a menu, like if I hit escape when I'm in DayZ, my mouse pointer comes back and I can click, and then when I get out of that menu and I'm moving around in the game, my mouse pointer's gone. I don't know if that's what he means.
That might be it. So while he's moving, it disappears so that you can see this full screen instead of where your cursor is, because other applications do that.
Yeah, if he's specifically talking about the cursor. Like, I took it more as that he cannot move his mouse when he's using his keyboard, which is a significant problem on your computer.
Yeah,
he just says the cursor won't move. I don't know if he means that the mouse, he can't do anything at all, but he says when he stops moving, the cursor's able to move. When he moves around, the cursor won't move.
Well, shucks. Looks like it's time for a new PC.
He just got a new laptop.
Sucks for him.
Yep. You probably got a compact.
Coming up.
Oh yeah, Black Friday. Yahoo Answers user SFA asks, what type of printer is able to print on both sides of the paper?
Duplex.
Any printer, yeah, duplex.
Yeah.
Technically, you could do that with any printer. It just doesn't do it automatically. You'd have to pull it out, flip it over. I've had to do that before. I've got a black and white toner printer here that will do duplex, which is awesome. So look for the word duplex and it should do it.
Yep.
I really hate, I can never get it to work right, especially, I think it's a Samsung printer, but I can never get it to work right to be able to print over Wi-Fi. So I just use the USB cord now. I've got to use a disk on my laptop and plug it into the laptop and then hope that it'll work on the Wi-Fi and stay connected to the Wi-Fi. I'm just like, nope, I'll just plug it right in. That's easier.
Yeah, we only power on the the printer that we have when we need to print, and we haven't had issues. But if we keep it on connected to the Wi-Fi, it loses connection, and then eventually I just can't print anything. So we decided we'll just put it in a corner until we need it.
I hate wireless printing.
Yeah.
It's
It's
just terrible.
Yeah.
It
I
is.
just read Google is getting rid of cloud printing, which I've never used. So good
I'd
riddance.
never use that either. Well,
I
that
don't
was
think I have.
yeah, that's like one of the big features that our printing vendor pushes. Is like, oh yeah, and you can print directly from the cloud. I'm like, why would I ever want to do that?
Yeah.
Who cares?
Like that's oh, do your users have documents on their cell phones they need to print? No, and if they do, they should be fired. Like it's because it's not a secure connection. Like they shouldn't be storing certain documents on their phones. Is what I'm trying
Confidential
to say.
documents.
Yeah.
Yahoo Answers user Anonymous will call. Bethany asks, "My computer mouse is quivering." And that's all.
Cold?
That's all
Is
she
it
asks.
you that's moving it?
She says, "Something is wrong with my mouse. The cursor quivers and trembles sometimes when I'm not even touching it. Could anyone know what causes this?"
I actually saw one time in a mouse. It's this one. You know, the red infrared light there, or whatever that's called. I don't know
Yeah.
if it's infrared. I actually saw like a hair in there
Oh.
that was right in front of the light, and when I put the mouse down, you could see it sort of like kind of moving just a little bit.
That's funny.
So I was able to get tweezers and get the because it's an open little chamber down there. So I just was able to reach the tweezers and pluck it out, and voila, fixed.
Voila.
Yeah, it was like any little particles or something like that. But I also think it depends on what medium you are putting your mouse on. Like
That's
trying
true.
to use it over glass or something like that.
Glasses.
Oh,
Really-
yeah.
Yeah.
Even
They're-
this table, I have the optical mice. This one is blue. You guys won't be able to see it,
Nope.
but the stream will.
have to
It's not
trust
red, it's blue. But so the table that is like an old dining room table, but it's a glossy top. So I have it on a piece of paper because I don't have a mouse pad. I don't remember the last time I've owned a mouse pad. But I have it on a piece of paper so that I can move the mouse.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I've done that with shiny desktops. Like right now, I have it's like wood, and it works fine on here. But I've had really glossy ones where you have to go find a piece of paper or something and put it down for a mouse. You have to make a mouse pad.
Yeah,
Sucks.
it's lame. So don't know why it's quivering. Get a new mouse maybe. Yahoo Answers user Martin Samuels asks the last
Ooh, what
Yahoo
a good
Answers
name.
question. How do I back up my entire PC to my external hard drive, parentheses, Windows 10?
That's a decent question.
Yeah, there is a backup assistant, I think.
Yeah.
I
Just
haven't
look up.
used it in Windows 10. But...
Yeah. Open up your start menu, type backup. I'm in it right now. It will bring you to the backup setting, and you click add device, and you'll choose where you want it to back up, and it'll automatically back up for you. Well, that's really cool. I'm glad they did that because they're back in the old days. Like they used to have to sell backup utilities, and it'd be like $39.99 for
Yeah.
a backup utility, and then they come out with a new version every year, and they'd convince older people to buy it, and it's like,
I still use Acronis, but it's more because you can make it like an actual clone of the drive. I don't
you
have to
can make
back
an
up just the
image of a
files.
drive,
Yeah.
Yeah, Cronus is good.
But if it's just built into Windows, that's even better for just general average users. It's pretty cool. If they know how to get to it. Which brings us to the time where we ask Dave and Cody, what do you fuck with this week? Besides, hopefully not having any more flat tires or car accidents or
God.
issues in the basement.
God.
I'm trying to think what I mess with.
Clearly not Drunken Arcanauts. You haven't listened to that. You haven't listened to ours,
No.
have you, either?
No, we just caught up on Bob's Burgers, which was pretty fun. We didn't realize that there were new episodes of that. I don't know. I have a lot of Pokemon that I gotta play.
Ugh.
Sorry.
I thought a lot of people stopped playing that game.
Yeah.
The new one just came out 2 weeks ago.
Did it really?
Yeah.
Neat.
All right,
Shocked your
okay.
kids didn't want it.
Yeah, they're somewhat a Pokemon fan, but not crazy like with like Half-Life or Portal. That stuff is like, they're all and all the Nintendo stuff, like the Mario stuff and Smash Brothers and stuff like that. So they're crazy for that stuff. What am I gonna fuck with this week? Going to Pennsylvania for Thanksgiving.
Nice.
Staying there for a couple of days. I understand there will be hikes and whatever, so I'll probably die in a mountain somewhere.
Oh no.
It's
possible.
Get my car back hopefully tomorrow. If I, yeah, I guess I'm probably taking tomorrow off because I have no way to get to work.
Uber.
Yeah, probably expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it would be. I think that's about it. I'll be probably shopping, looking for Black Friday or Cyber Monday deals for any VR systems that are out there. They want I think the Vive or
Yeah, of course.
yeah, I know it's like insanely expensive. So we'll see. I'm gonna look for deals for those and keep my fingers crossed.
Yeah,
Nice.
I have what's called like the HP mixed reality headset, and it gets the job done, and it was like $100. So
Yeah.
I mean, Vive is going to be expensive, but it's insanely good.
Yeah, it looks amazing. They have the Index now. I think it's called the Index, Valve Index or whatever, and it's got these crazy controllers. I think where you can actually have your hands free. It's like it does something where it watches your fingers or something, and if you grab a cup, you can wrap your fingers around it. You can point. You can you can give the middle finger. You can. There's there's like a demo where you can give a robot comes to you and asks you questions, and you can wave, you can whatever, you can punch it, you can pull his arms off, and he asks you to do things. You can give him the middle finger, and he'll be like, "Oh, geez, I'm so sorry." Like he actually responds to your hand gestures and stuff. Looks pretty cool.
I fuck
Gotta get him
with.
Beat Saber. Sorry, go
Yeah,
ahead.
Beat Saber.
I fuck with the podcast Till Death Do Us Blart.
Okay.
Every
Oh,
year.
you talked about this one before.
Yeah, every year the McElroy brothers and two guys who are on a podcast called The Worst Idea of All Time review the film Paul Blart Mall Cop 2 every year at Thanksgiving.
Okay.
So I'll listen to what they say about it this year. And, what else was I going to say that I fuck with? There was something else I was going to say, but I don't remember what it is now.
I don't know, but I have a challenge for us.
What is it?
Okay, everyone, and we all have Windows 10, right?
Yeah.
Go to your start menu,
Why?
All right.
type in photos, and post the very first photo in your photos collection, because these are photos that I'm like, I don't even know how these got onto my computer. It makes absolutely no sense.
Well, mine's not going to be very fun. Mine is, you can see.
Here's
Here, I'll share
mine
my screen.
from January of 2014.
How do you do it?
Wow. Do I just drag it to Skype?
Oh, I just click it and then right-clicked,
It won't let me click
Copy.
anything.
paste it. The photo? Do you need me to help you? Do you need tech support?
The funny thing is this laptop, I only use it for voiceover and Skype calls. So all I have, actually that and one cool background I downloaded, but the only other photo I have in there is that.
This
It's my
one's
little
the one
logo.
that's on this computer.
There you go. It looks exactly like you, Mark.
The second one I have is this.
Or Vin Diesel. Hey, sexy guy. Let's see.
What is
Here's
that,
the cool
Cody?
It's me as a little kid.
Here's my cool background. Oh wait, damn it! I didn't copy that one.
Probably a good place to end it, though, unless, Mark, you thought of what you were going to say.
I can't remember what I fuck with. I fuck with Paul Blart Mall Cop 2. Who knows? Hard to say.
Nice.
You've been listening to Help Desk Nightmares on the Halfway Network.
Soon Dave will say
Help
this
Desk Nightmares
maybe.
is created by Mark E, Cody T,
Ooh.
with Dave
If
G,
any
and
of us
AJ
remember.
Y. It is
I
edited by
have it
Mark.
now.
It is produced by Mark, as well as our patrons Austin, AJ, Fate Cayman, and Diana Y. If you like the show, for others
I
like
left
it,
Fate
check out
Cayman on there.
halfwaynetwork.com. Leave us a review on iTunes so other people can find the show. Follow us on Instagram at Help Desk Nightmares. If you want to support the show even more, you can visit patreon.com/helpdesknightmares.
There's a better outro. I didn't put it on the soundboard. One that has the correct names on it.
Yeah, where you have I'll put the names in here. You want me to just leave that blank?
Yeah, I'll just cut a
right.
space and say the names. Because who knows? It may never change again.
That's true. All right, let me kill Audacity.